What's up, my fellow Eagles fans? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Roy back again with another episode of the Preaching to the Birds podcast. We like to bring you the latest and breaking Eagles news as it comes to you. But today, I ain't bringing you the latest and breaking Eagles news. I'm just gonna bring you some Eagles news that's really gonna elate your heart. And realistically, this is just a personal opinion video, but I think it's the truth. So I'm gonna tell you my truth, so help me God, and hopefully you dig what I'm saying. So with that being said, let's get into my truth. So the Eagles brought in a player that I really, really like, Byron Young, class of 2022. I thought he was probably my fifth best defensive tackle in that class. Either fourth or fifth, right there, kind of behind, Kalijah Cansey, behind the dude, the Rams got, Kobe Turner, and some other notable players in that mix, right? And realistically speaking, for the Eagles to get this man with the fifth, for nothing really, former third round pick for the Raiders, I think it's a huge move. So that's really what the move is we're gonna talk about today. I think this is gonna be the piece that literally puts the Eagles over the hump, man. I really think this is gonna be the piece that puts the Eagles over the hump. But with that being said, we're gonna talk about some other Eagles news that happened. So Jack Driscoll and Kyle Phillips were brought into the practice squad earlier, today. The Eagles had to release a couple players, Caden Stearns and some tight end dude that I really don't know. I don't really care about, really, because he was never going to be on my team anyways. But with that being said, we got to talk about some other stuff before we get into the Byron Young thing as well. So the Eagles players really do not want to go to Brazil, man. And I can't blame them, bro. I can't blame them. I really, 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 really wish the freaking NFL would just cut this nonsense of expanding the league everywhere. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand you want to grow the brand. The NFL, this is the game we all love to watch. This is the most televised game, the Super Bowl, that, in the world, really. Everyone watches the Super Bowl. Everyone watches, that game. And it's crazy because, a lot of places don't play football like that. And at least not American football. And, realistically speaking, I really think that the NFL has their heart in the right place, but the way they're doing it is messed up. Like, why are we going to Brazil, bro? A third world country. Like, don't get me wrong, Brazil is beautiful. But players like A.J. Brown shouldn't be afraid to leave the hotel, bro. Players like Devontae Smith afraid to answer questions is crazy to me. Crazy to me. But with that being said, I just had to get that off my chest because it's something that's been bothering me. The Eagles are going to be wearing some black uniforms as well because we can't wear green because, for whatever reason, the news is that the stadium we're playing at, Palo Alto, the opposing team that wears green, it's bad juju. It's bad juju. It's basically like disrespectful. So we ain't gonna wear green. The black unis are fire though. So people are really excited about that. But me personally, man, I really wanted us to. I like our green unis, man. I like these. I like being able to wear green. That's why I became an Eagles fan in the first place. It's my favorite color. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've always been an Eagles fan, even though I am a California boy. With that being said, it's something that we got to talk about. It's something that, I feel like all Eagles fans are feeling like, bro, like, why are we here, bro? We getting the home game taken away. And I really wish that the NFL would get off of this nonsense, bro. But with that being said, let's get into the main topic for today. So the main topic for today is real simple, man. I think that Byron Young really is the missing piece that we need, right? As Eagles fans, I think he's the missing piece. Like, realistically speaking, I can understand why some people are upset that we let go of Marlon T. That's what we know. We know Marlon T. He has a lot of, potential in his body that I think he never truly maximized on. I think he's going to do really well in Kansas City where he was picked up at. But realistically speaking, I think Brian Young is a major, major upgrade for our team. In the sense of this, Brian Young, coming out of college, was one of the highest rated defenders, DT wise, playing against the run. Pro Football Network had a lot of great things to say about Brian that I'm going to read to you right now. So, this is a scouting report from Pro Football Network a long time ago, 2023 NFL Draft Big Board. So Young comfortably plays with lean when extending into blockers and attacking the torso, and he actively works to get under his opponent's pads. Young can naturally exploit taller blockers and wrench them off balance with leverage, acquisition, and play strength. Also prevalent in Young's success as a run defender is his torso ability or his torso flexibility. With that, Young is able to absorb heavy power exertions from opponents. In fact, he takes it one step further and uses that expended energy and momentum against opponents. The Alabama DT can recoil against power and generate torque from energy absorbed, then rip free from extensions. This makes him hard to displace and hard to combat for run blockers. With his hands, Young is shown to quickly load and violently unleash extensions off the snap, maximizing potential energy and power output on the attack. He's very efficient in loading energy and making contact, and he has extremely heavy hands with 11-inch mitts. Young has the ability to fully extend and lock out a contact, which prevents blockers from generating movement. He consistently latches under the pads and has the strength to rip down blockers as well. So, realistically speaking, the reason why I think that Young is going to be the missing piece for the Eagles is this. It's very simple, bro. Very, very simple. Marlon T sucked buns when it came to the run game, bro. He was always getting driven back. And I think Brian Young, although he's not a true nose tackle, he's going to play a lot better against the run. And I think he has a lot more potential than Marlon T ever did coming out of Alabama. And for the people that, think that he's a bust maybe, the Raiders gave up on him after 1 year simply because they brought in Christian Wilkins, they brought in some other players into the fold. And if we're being honest, it's very, very, very obvious that the Raiders organization was just, they're okay with losing, bro. They're okay with losing, and I can understand why a player of that ilk, that Alabama ilk, just wouldn't be comfortable playing there. Wouldn't fit into that vibe. Think about it psychologically, right? Like, think about this psychologically, bro. A man went from constantly playing for a national championship to being on a buns ass franchise, bro. A team that literally, not figuratively, had no opportunity to, really, really do anything. And now, they let him go after a year. This man is extremely motivated. I promise you, he's going to be a player that the Eagles are reckoning with. And we got him for 3 more years, bro. He's on his rookie contract. I think this is a win-win situation for both Marlon T and Brian Young. But let me know how you guys feel. I really, truly feel in my heart of hearts that Brian Young is the missing piece, because now not only do we have Milton Williams who can play the run really well, and now we have this young brother as well that can play the run game really, really well. And that leaves, Jordan Davis to not have to really, really struggle. And we have a really talented core. Think about the 5 players that we have now, playing the run. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Milton Williams, Brian Young. And then now we got, our 7th round pick from last year, Mora Ojimo, also being able to play the run. I think we really stacked. It's really going to be a go time this year. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. If you like what I had to say, please remember to like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys so much. Peace out.